business is business, stuff happens. Morning, boys, we're back with another video. I got all my tools in the back right now with some plywood, got everything all good to go. It is 6:45 in the morning, heading to the rental place right now to pick up the mini skid steer. I got my dump trailer dropped off at the job site last night, so we're basically all set to go. The boys will be meeting me at 7:30 to get started on this job. Yeah, boys, I'm excited, you know. You can still see the stars out right now. It's really surreal going to work and still being able to see the stars is a fun feeling. Kind of reminds me of the high school days a little bit, getting up this early. I'm actually excited to be up early. In high school, I was never excited to be up early. Yeah, boys, I'm just gonna bring y'all another, day in the life video. Today we have like a $1,200 mini skid steer project. Nothing crazy big compared to what we've been doing, but something still big enough. We're gonna be marking out with some spray paint and string this time to have really crisp edges. Since we're not just gonna be going ham on a removal job, we also have to make it precise this time. So I think it'll be really good practice for us, just starting to get into those more really detailed removal jobs. That way down the line, we can just continue to practice perfect measurements and just kind of continue off of that and, keep on marketing for more and more services in relation to the skid steer stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get more time-lapse footage today for you guys so you guys can see a little bit more of the project. I won't keep this intro too long. Hope you all are good, and yeah, boys, let's get after it. I'm excited. What's up, boys? A little bit brighter out since the last time I talked to you guys. Had a kind of an interesting dilemma this morning with getting the skid. We do have it on the back there. The plywood's kind of blocking it right now, but the reason I didn't get any footage of me really at the rental place was because I'm turning 21 in about a month and a half. So I recently got my new horizontal license and the card was voided and I didn't have the paperwork of the temporary license. Unfortunately, it was up at school. I totally forgot about it, and when I went to get the mini skid, it turned into a process where I had to rely on my roommates back at school to send me a picture. And obviously, it was super early in the morning, so they weren't awake yet to take a picture. So I was kind of scrambling for a minute. I was gonna have my foreman come, use his license, take his truck, but we figured it out. I was able to get a picture. I was able to get it. Just a little bit longer of a process, unfortunately, but we're all good now. We're a little behind, about 30 minutes, but it's no biggie because we usually start at 8 in the morning anyways. We're gonna be starting at 8:02. I was just a little disappointed because I wanted to start the job at 7:30 and had a little bit of delay, but business is business, stuff happens, so it's no worries at all. We're gonna bring this bad boy to the job site, and again, just like that last mini skid steer project we did, I'm just gonna get as much footage as I can of us actually doing the job. I have an estimate 11:30 for a retaining wall boulder installation I'll bring you guys with, so we'll see how we estimate that. And yeah, boys, I'm super excited, and I'll catch y'all at the job site. Let's get it, boys. All right, so we got the perfect line in place for this bed. We're taking out all of this whole line, this whole circumference area. So we're drawing lines right now so we have a nice edge. And then we're also taking care of this bed, which is basically already done. KP wrapped it up pretty quickly. Plywood's right here, prevent from any grass tear, and just going crazy. Ooh, what a scoop, what a scoop. Might have been a little bit of dirt. We could probably go back over it later and just grade it out. But yeah, so this bed was all weeds. Just, you can see the orange line. We're gonna take care of that. Basically turn it all to dirt is what we're doing from this job. Figured get a mini skid instead of breaking our backs with a shovel all day. And then when we come over here, we got the skid, or the dump right here. Earlier, we were moving the plywood here, and then he was dumping, but we figured it'd be easier if he just dumped, and we'll run wheelbarrows. You just gotta do what you gotta do on a budget. But yeah, here we go again. Another day, another land clearing job, boys. We're just gonna keep attacking it. All right, boys, now we are on the playset side of things. We have a nice line right here, nice and defined, as well as behind Rocky right now. Because we're low on boards, let me kind of walk you guys through our process thinking here. And if you guys in the comments have anything that you do better. So we're just thinking we're gonna dump right here and make a big pile. And then eventually when the pile gets big, we'll start running trips to the dump trailer. Let me kind of walk you guys through. So we'll make that pile good, right? And then we're gonna drive a straight line right here. Straight line, straight line, straight line. Turn directly at this so we don't tear the grass. Get on this board, shoot straight at my dump trailer, and then we'll just move a board down there when we start doing that area. And then this bed's looking beautiful, like KP. You
can say that.
Nice little line, nice little half moon.
Yep.
Looks brand new. It's starting to look like a construction site out here, boys. Let's get it. Alrighty, so we did something new we've never done before. We pulled the trailer back here using the mini skid steer. That way we can really fill it up quickly. And I'll show you guys the job site. Ooh, that's a little bit of a cut up. So this is the job site we got. Go right from here in here. Scooping up this pile. Oh yeah. And then we bring it right around to the back. And we're also gonna take care of all this. This all needs to go. As you can see, the dump trailer is getting pretty full, but we're gonna fill it up all the way before we call it on this job. We should be good. We should be good. So, all goody with that. It's gonna take a minute to finish up this job, but we just have to naturally edge down to here and then finish the removal process. So. Alrighty boys, this bed is officially done. Nice, clean and crisp edge. As you can see, I'm about to head out to an estimate. It's currently 10:20 in the morning. The boys are gonna finish up this back area when I get back. Let's get it right. All right, boys, so we did the walk around estimate, and here's what we're gonna be doing for the job. So we're gonna remove this fence right here, all these lights, these wooden boxes, whatever. And we're basically gonna be removing all this old timber and just installing a retaining wall here. This will definitely be a challenging job, without a doubt. Even quoting this was a little hard because let me show you guys. So I'm gonna walk down here and kind of give you guys more of the realistic look to it. It seems fairly simple. It's more so just, I just want to make sure that I have this quoted correctly. So we're taking off the timber and then we're gonna just batter this, you know, make this thinned out. There's just some rough spots. We're just gonna basically clean this up, right? Then we're gonna dig the trench, put the tarp down, roll it up, put the base down, compact it, bigger boulders, backfill after, okay, and the perforated pipe. See, now I'm already going ahead of myself. Then backfill with that specific stone. I forget what it's called. I'll look into it later. And then compact that down and then just repeat. Then boulders, and then you backfill, you compact, and keep going up, right? Until we get to here. So we're not going to be removing these boulders that are here. We're just going to remove the wooden retaining wall timber and some cement that's under there. We're just removing that. Hopefully this thing can get out of the way with the excavator. If not, then it's just going to have to unfortunately stay because we didn't talk about removing it. And I'm not too knowledgeable on if an excavator can pull that sort of weight. But basically, we're just gonna be wrapping the retaining wall around here and just literally just filling in rocks. Like, just think of this, but more just like rocks here. That's all. We're not doing anything fancy, no crazy retaining walls. Like, it doesn't need to be perfect, she said. She just wants there to be rocks like that. It's just as simple as that. So we obviously can't fit the mini excavator down here, and it's way too steep. So luckily, otherwise this job won't be possible, we have the option right here of this fence, and we are just going to pull the mini excavator down the driveway, wrap around, go in this fence area, and yeah, and we'll just bring it on back here. So as you guys can kind of see with these boulders is kind of what she's looking for, but more so like over there, how it kind of just falls. She doesn't want to, like, you know, beautiful like that, more so just on an angle. Because what's happening if we walk over this way, which we will be pulling the mini excavators through here, is that all this stuff is eroding. So she just wants the rocks to essentially be a protection. Now, I'm just trying to think, like, this tarp, right? If we put a tarp in, it's going to cover those old rocks. And essentially, I guess that'll still work, right? Because it'll just filter through, and then it will go through the new wall. But I don't know. Can someone drop a comment? Because, like, should I even do a tarp here? Or should we just skip out on the tarp and just do all the backfill without the tarp and stuff? Boys, I don't know. Y'all got to let me know. Like, I'm newer to this stuff. And she hit me up because I'm available, 1. And 2, other people are just really overcharging her and trying to do some crazy job that, like, she's just looking for something that's just kind of like pig on a lipstick, or lipstick on a pig, you know? Like, one of the guys literally told her that he would need to cut down this tree and deforest this just so he can bring his machine back here to do it. Like, I mean, like, just kind of trying to overcharge her on a bunch of extra stuff. You know, we can easily just bring a small mini excavator over here and just put small boulders in, you know, just stack them essentially. But obviously we want to do a professional job and have the backfill and the perforated pipe and all that good stuff. So let me know, guys. Like, what do you think? What do you think I should charge for something like this? And what do you think I should do for something like this? Now, obviously, I know what I'm going to charge. I know how to quote this. But let me know what you guys think in the comments, because this is going to be a newer project and it's on a very awkward and steep area. So it's not like just something as simple as haystack boulders like that. You know, like, this is a challenge, but Escape and Go loves a challenge, boys. So yeah, that's the quote for this, boys. I'm gonna go head back to the job though, wrap up the boys. They're basically done, and then I'm gonna bring the mini skid home, and my dad and I are gonna have some fun with it at my house. So y'all stay tuned. I'll see you guys back at the job site to show you the full aftermath. Making a quick pit stop, about to bless the boys up with some grub for lunch. Let's get it. All right, let's get the boys' reactions on live of me getting them food. They just called me and said they were starving. They didn't even know I got them food. Let's bless them up right now. Is this charity? What'd it do, Flight?
What is this?
This is for you guys.
No. You're fucking... Dude.
I got you. Live reaction?
Bro. I was gonna die.
I was gonna say, I knew you guys were hungry. This looks good. This looks good. Yeah, I got you and I don't know if you guys like Philly, but I figured that was a pretty common standard. This looks styled. This looks mint. Whew. Holy. We're locked. Oh my gosh. Little Philly Philly?
Oh, come on.
Little Philly Philly?
Got us some Nobu.
Oh my gosh. Okay, boys, here's the full aftermath of today's job. So, as you can see, beautiful crisp lines. This bed looks so much better than it did this morning. It is literally, like, if it was springtime or summertime and we were able to just tarp and mulch right now, this would just look so beautiful to do it all in one. But it's still an amazing job. We got to use the mini skid. Now this just looks amazing. It doesn't look as good as camera because all these little sparse like lights with all the leaves in the sky and stuff, but we have a beautiful line all the way to here. We completely took out every little thing in here. I mean, this just looks like all dirt, and then this line's super nice too, connected to their neighbor's house. So I'm sure their neighbors will be real happy too. It just looks so crisp and clean, guys. I mean, it's literally like almost like they could put sand down and their kids could play again. So we're about to head off. We're gonna be getting Venmo'd by the client on this job. Like I said, $12.25. it was a great job. Super fun, and now I'm going home to use the mini skid steer for a few hours with my dad. So I will show you guys what we're doing when I get to my house, and I'll catch you guys there. Deuces. Alrighty, boys, we are out here, and we removed a lot of roots. Just trying to level all this out, so maybe we can put a fireplace later. Anyways, we're gonna get to it. Alrighty, boys, so it is about 6 p.m. now. Here's what the full aftermath looked like of the project we did at our place. We fully graded this area that was really bumpy before. And as you can see, this is a pretty big area of land. Once again, really good practice to be able to come through here. Got the Yeezys on, don't want to get them too dirty, but really, really good practice doing this. It was really fun to grade because you bring all the dirt this way, and then you got to spin around, and then you bring dirt that way, and then you want to flatten it out, and then you got to flatten this, and then you make another pile. And it honestly is an art, but it was a lot of fun, and I was able to have my dad get to use the machinery as well, and I'm sure he had a lot of fun with that. So it was a really successful day. We were able to get this done, and then if I walk back over here, I'll show you guys. We also got 2 other sections done as well. So as you guys can see, we were able to get this whole section done as well, completely flattened out as well. And I mean, if you think about this, I spent $470 on the mini skid steer plus the trailer, and we were able to literally do a whole yard here, probably 2 yards worth of work over there, and there's one more spot as well up here, all for free. And it was great practice for me because essentially I used the money from that job, or I used the skid steer from that job. We got it done early. I came home and we just did a bunch of work. So you can see a little bit of bump, but up here is just kind of a crap area anyways. We made this path as well for just dumping crap back here. So as you guys can see, it was a super successful day. I'm very, very grateful, very, very blessed. It was a very great day. So all I can say, thank you, Lord, for a great day. But yeah, guys, that's actually gonna officially do it for this video. I'm gonna head back to my university now. You know, it's Wednesday. I still got a busy week ahead of me, so I'm gonna try to get this video uploaded by Thursday night by the time it drops. So for those short, you know, small amount of people who watch me, appreciate y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Keep grinding. I'll see y'all later. Deuces.